put together a plan to keep rolling.
Butch was saying Devontae hadn't really played a game since like his sophomore year in high school because of various injuries. Just what was that preparation process for him like this past week, and how did you feel he responded?
Well, part of him, the way he prepared is just the kid's an intelligent kid by nature. His character is that he's smart, picks up things really fast, learns really fast. So that really helped him and benefited him well to go out there on the field. But yeah, I think it might have been, don't quote me, I may be wrong here, but it might have been since his sophomore year playing in a football game, and then he was playing tight end at that. And to go in and now have to play right tackle, in a game like that after not playing football for 3 years, he used to be patted on the back and commended for that effort that he put forth.
Was there more of an effort to get Tyler Bird involved last weekend as he responded maybe some ways you guys wanted to see?
Yeah, I mean, we have to get Tyler more involved and want to get Tyler more involved, but just like everything else, you want to also teach guys that, you're not just going to be given anything. The whole deal is you got to go out and earn your time, and you got to practice well and do things well, and those type of things will come, and you'll get more and more time in play and more opportunities to help the team.
Do you like how some of those other younger guys have responded too, with Marquez being out, Josh being out, and needing more guys to step up?
It's time to step up. You got to go.
Did you kind of smile and just say finally in the press box? First opening drive, touchdown of the season, scripted series went according to plan. JG had some completions. Was that something that obviously you want that to happen each week? But did it just, what was the difference, I guess, this Saturday versus other weeks previously?
I think just execution. Just overall execution. The guys had a real good feel for what we wanted to do, and a few times there we had to come off script, which they were good with. You got into the red zone, and they're good. They're ready to handle some of those situations. I think just really, they really had a good feel for how we wanted to play the game this week. And then, of course, some things started happening. And got a little tangled up there, but I thought they did a really good job of just coming out with some energy and some enthusiasm about getting out and playing football again. And they did a good job with it.
Coach, talk about the deep shot to start the game. Do you think that was a benefit, something you guys had really been wanting to do for a while?
I think it was just, again, each and every week's different. Guys give you those opportunities based on structurally what they do to you defensively, and you see the opportunity to do that. You want to take those shots. I think at any time during the game, whether it's to start the game or the last play of the game, but there's all type of things that go into that. Game management, how you want to play the game, where we're at, with who we have, and I think structurally they just provided an opportunity to do that this week, and we wanted to take advantage of it.
On Guarantano's zone reads, how much are predetermined? How much are his decisions, and how is he doing with making those right decisions?
They're all reads. They're all run reads, and and what we do offensively, there's such thing. There's run reads, and then there's pass reads. And so what you got to do is be careful with how much you're giving him and how much is on his plate from that standpoint. But in a good bit of our run game, there's some run reads there for him, and if he hasn't, he makes the right read. He has the freedom to pull the ball when he wants to.
How did he look in practice today, and how do you kind of approach the quarterback situation?
I think he's going to be, probable as we go down the stretch, but he wants to play, he's excited to play, and he's going to do everything he's probably make sure he's ready to go. And our training staff will do a good job making sure we got him.
Coach, how do you prepare if there's a change at quarterback? Do you have a game plan for the next guy just in case you already have a list of things? So how do you prepare for what you're going to give each guy down the line?
Well, a good bit of it is just having the whole philosophy across the board of next man up and what that is. But, of course, you always got to play to the strengths of your quarterback and what you feel like he can and cannot do in that within the game plan, and then count on some other guys around him to help him out. Like, you go to your run game a little bit more, and John Kelly in the backs and different things like that. So it's kind of within the system what you think the guy can do well and well enough to win.
Have you guys been able to really pinpoint what the specific struggles have been just to get the drives going on first down?
First downs.
Just the first down struggles kind of throughout the season, but Saturday especially. Just kind of getting behind the sticks.
Well, you never want to play behind the sticks, and that's a case of where you're at field position wise. If you're backed up and you're playing against loaded boxes and different things like that, you're going to expect that to grind it out to get 4 yards and get a first down. It's going to be tough, and depending on where you are in the game and the game management, the management of the entire game, how your defense is playing, and all of those things come into play as well. You can go out and and exercise your ego and try to let your ego get in the way of producing stats, but at the end of the day, it's about winning, finding a way to win the game. And in the situation that we're in, with where we are with some of the injuries and different things like that, game management is of the utmost importance, and finding a way to win is what's important more than anything else.
Larry, what's your evaluation of Missouri's defense, and are there any challenges associated with playing against a team that scores a lot like that?
Yeah, I mean, they, offensively they can score, and they can score a lot of points, and proven to do that week in and week out. Well, here lately, they've proven to do that week in and week out. So of course it presents some challenges for you offensively. To kind of go back to Jesse just said, being able to stay on the field. First and second down efficiency is important to get yourself in the third manageable, to extend drives and do things like that where you can have some time of possession but steadily be able to move the ball down the field, get first downs, and see if you come away with touchdowns, which is going to be important. In a game like this, points are premium. And anytime you get a chance to put points on the board, you're going to have to take advantage of every one of those opportunities.
Take two more guys.
How much were you able to get Chandler and Kelly on the field at the same time for snaps, and is that something you want to continue to grow?
Absolutely, man. You got to always try to find ways to feature guys that you want to make sure they're on the field so that they have a chance for the ball to be in their hand. Again, a lot of times you can't just force things, into bad defenses or bad calls and different things like that just for the sake of getting the ball, but you hope through schematically doing some things and quarterback going through his reads that you got the right guys in the right places at the right time to get the ball. So, of course, as many times within what they can handle and what they can do, again, and play fast and play at a high level, you can put a guy out there and put him in situations where he's not comfortable with identifying different things, and now his mind ties up his feet and he's not the player you got him out there to be. So it's got to still be something that they're very, very comfortable with, that their natural skill set takes over for them.
Last question.
What's kind of the biggest development you've seen in JG from